play copyright-free music?
Oh, I can't play music. I was told not to.
Oh. Someone liked it.
Hold it steady. Hold it steady.
I'm trying my hardest.
Hey! Alright, welcome to
Man, we were waiting.
episode 9. 9?
Yeah,
Episode 9.
man. Long bathroom break.
The rise of
The rise of the
studio.
The rise of the studio.
Rise of the
There you
studio.
go. Alright. Let me get logged on here.
He's getting logged on.
I gotta find us.
yeah, as you can see, we are in a new.
People were asking for the Star Wars theme music. You can't use
Yeah.
it.
Dun, 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 dun.
We can't play it, but we can sing it.
Yeah, Warner Brothers called. They said no more playing their stuff that we don't own the rights to. They weren't fun about it.
Yes.
Dude.
They were pretty mean about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not fun at Warner
So
Brothers.
don't play
That.
the Who.
We got 38
I don't think the
viewers.
Warner Brothers people like
Alright.
toys, for the record.
I just don't think they like Nebraska.
Yeah.
We are missing McLovin tonight. We have
Yeah.
Leo the Fourth as our cameraman tonight because McLovin's
Busy.
busy covering
Busy covering the
covering
world.
stuff that's going on in Lincoln. So
Yep.
my daughter says she can make us a theme song. How's ours?
Oh,
I
good.
Think, I think
You
Mark's,
should be on.
Talked to him today
Yeah,
about it.
I think
He
we already got
probably-
somebody.
He should be down in a couple
I
weeks.
was gonna say he's bringing it down to perform live.
Arthur
Yeah.
Baker, what's going on?
So
Mike
that's gonna be
Jackson,
good.
he says he sees Star Wars. Taylor Trujillo says he's watching from the front line.
Yeah.
Hey, Taylor
my guy.
checking in. Joe Lears
Yeah.
is on. Happy birthday to Joe
Happy birthday,
yesterday.
Joe.
That kind of defeats the whole birthday.
Oh, we only
segment,
got 2
but that's
birthdays
okay.
anyway, so let's
Yeah.
knock them out.
I got one too.
Oh.
Got one too.
Oh.
Okay, so Joe Lears' birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday, Joe. Joe used to work for us, for those of you that don't know.
Yeah.
And that's a call from Lincoln Public Schools.
Oh.
So,
They
Oh.
watching the show. Like the
alright,
show.
Alright.
First time
Jeff
viewers.
Shipman up in Omaha. Big Star Wars collector, likes R2s and Astromechs.
Oh, hey, Jeff.
Yeah, it was his birthday, I believe, just a few days ago.
Frank Walbrook, yep, they're doing the song.
Their
He's checked
special
in.
guest
Our
outside.
special
Our
guest. is
special
pulled
guest
up.
just pulled up.
Just pulled up. All right.
Aiden might have to let him in. Are we
I
locked?
think my wife's over there.
Okay, we do have a door person.
Yeah. Just so you guys know, he might start sweating because the air conditioner doesn't work in the studio.
Yeah.
So.
I was going to mention that we are a little bit warm over
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. Hey, my mother-in-law checking in from
Why would I be the
Walla
only one
Walla.
that's sweating? It's-
Yeah. Frank says, "What
No,
up,
I've been
boys?"
shaming me.
Yeah.
Got Michelle Larson all the way from
He's
Oregon.
not- One more. We have one more birthday. Patrick Harnley, if you're watching.
Patrick Harney had a birthday.
Happy
Yes.
birthday.
on
birthday,
May
Patrick.
29th.
May 29th.
Jason Lears made it. Hey, he remembered.
He did.
We got
Nice.
Joe and
Yeah.
Jason watching. Yeah. All right.
Father and son.
Well,
duo.
Dan's finally checking in. There you go. Wyatt Rath from Omaha.
Hey, Wyatt.
Wyatt. All right. Toys from the Past says Jared sweats when he eats. So I'm gonna guess
Yeah, I
that's
know that Tony's
Tony?
talking.
That's
Tony.
It's marinara
Hey,
sauce.
special guest.
It's not really
Have
sweat.
my wife
Steve?
grab a chair and you can just pull up right here for now.
I got his chair, but
Oh, you got a chair?
Yeah,
Never
we got a
mind.
chair
Come
for
on
you.
back.
hand her over.
You just as well sit in the background until we're ready for you. Tina's
here.
Tina's gonna need a chair though.
Oh my goodness,
William
that's
Falcon down.
$300.
I know, right?
Steve's here.
How are you?
Sure. Does that work? Okay. Steve's gonna be our special guest because Steve is
Steve Star Wars.
Star Wars. He does
Steve-
collect other stuff too, but
Steve has been coming in for six years since we became Toys from the Past. I believe he's been coming in, and he's got an amazing collection that just makes us, teary-eyed.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's pretty cool. So.
Troy Reddle.
if you'd
Hi,
like
Troy.
a lower chair.
Hey, Troy.
Let's see. Troy checked in. Ben Taverdi says Big Tank. I don't
Yeah,
know.
Big Tank. That's Patrick Harmon's
Patrick and-
birthday.
Mike
Patrick's
Jackson says he has Rex's shirt.
Who's that?
You left his
Mike
shirt over
Jackson?
your shirt at his house.
You must have left your shirt over there.
Oh, Mike Jackson.
Yeah, he said he has your shirt.
Oh,
I think he means he has
Oh,
that
yeah.
shirt.
He
Oh.
has his shirt.
Oh, you didn't leave your
I was
shirt.
looking at my
T-shirts
shirt
on
there.
Well, Dave
I'll throw
Merklinger,
this swimsuit.
Says he loves toys. I just want to say we've got 59 viewers. I believe that is a record.
That's a record. All right, way to go.
Thanks, viewers.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, dropped to 56. Sorry.
Yeah.
No.
Dave got a sneak peek of the set today too. He got to come back here and kind of drool a little bit.
Yep.
So
Yep.
Wow.
he was lucky.
Max's mom says, "May the force be with you." Jason says, "Mary likes the Waldo shirts." Thanks. You found me. Okay. All right. As you can see, we are Star Wars themed today.
Yes.
I believe 2 of us wore Star Wars shirts. 3.
We represent. Yes.
The only reason I didn't wear one because it's kind of like when you have a band and you wear your own shirt to your own concert. That's just not cool. So
So you wear Waldo.
I was Waldo.
Yeah.
I
Mine was,
wanted everybody to find me.
mine was too tight and my stomach was hanging out. So
Rex's sister says this is her new favorite
Didn't wear
show.
that one.
Out of all the shows in the world,
And Mark wears his 3 times a week as it is.
Wyatt
So it's
says,
not.
"Hey,
That's the problem.
That's the
I
problem.
wear my Star Wars shirt too often.
Tony Powell says, "Yo, Hayden."
Hey,
Ran over to Hayden.
By
Wearing the
way,
Beetlejuice pants today.
got the Marvel crew on.
Oh man.
By the way, my sister said that she's trying to win us Hertz Donuts.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I'm more than happy with anyone that wins the Hertz Donuts contest.
Yeah, we'll be more than happy if you
We're
will.
going to take those off your hands. That was nice of her.
Thank you for the
What do we-
offer and the suggestion.
We got a little new product this week. We don't have.
Yep.
We're not going to dig too much into new product this week. We've got a couple of things.
We got a
'cause
lot of stuff to
We got a
cover.
lot of stuff to cover.
All right.
We do.
For all of you Star Wars guys, I believe our camera can zoom in.
Yeah.
The new Heavy Infantry Mandalorian. We do have a few of them. This did come out as a Best Buy exclusive 3 or 4 months ago.
Yeah.
We were able to obtain a few cases. And let's see, $32.99 is suggested retail till we get down to the last case, and then it goes up a couple
Yeah. Then we
bucks.
gouge you to
Yeah,
death.
then we're gonna gouge you.
Right.
Just kidding. We're not gonna gouge.
We're not going to gouge it, but we do.
We do raise them up a little bit.
Just
when
don't
we get
check the
down to a
price on
couple.
those days.
As far as new product goes, we do have.
Yeah, this is pretty
Oh,
cool.
yes.
Wait a second.
What?
Was she in the other case?
Yeah, we already sold her.
Oh, okay. I never. Is
She's a
it
goner.
like one per case or what?
Yeah, one per case on her. She's
So
a
it's
goner.
not 2 complete sets.
No, it's.
Yeah, there's a complete
Oh,
set in
yeah.
here, but you got extras. You got an extra Vinkman, you got an extra. You should have an extra array too.
Yeah, you only.
2 Peters.
What do I have here?
So we got 2 Peters so far.
2 Peters, 2 Rays,
Two
and
Peters.
2 of the others.
Right, and Egon. All right.
Yeah, Egon. That's it.
These are the Plasma series by Hasbro.
For goodness sakes, would you
What did I
get
do?
them all out there?
Gozer. Oh, there's a Gozer. Okay.
Oh
Pete's
my
sake.
gosh.
There's an extra array, so you do get 8. There's an 8 in the case, but
Sorry, never seen Ghostbusters. Just kidding.
that's whoa.
All right,
Lost
so
my breath.
these are what? $21.99.
Yeah, $21.99.
$22.99.
$22.99.
$22.99.
Yeah,
Okay.
$22.99.
Rex is
Good.
all right.
Right, Jack in the price.
$22.99. These are case fresh, guys. I got 2 cases in, and I think we sold out of the first case already.
We're down to 2
so
figs.
this is what we have.
Or do we even
so,
have that?
Yeah,
First
we
case.
Yeah.
should have. Rays.
So come in tomorrow. I open at 11. If you're interested in
Oh,
those.
talk about the Build-A-Figure though.
Oh yeah, it's got
The
a
Terror Dog.
the Vince Clortho Terror Dog
Oh, yeah.
Build-A-Figure.
Yep.
So that's what you're going to complete if you can complete your set. So, and I'm guessing who's going to be the hard one to get then here in like a month?
I'm gonna
It's
say
gonna be Dana
it's gonna
Barrett.
be Dana Barrett.
Yeah. It's going to be Dana Barrett, and there's no one's going to have her, and then
Either that or
I'm going to charge you $50.
So yeah, they're okay.
Yeah, they're okay. If we could play the Rick Moranis scene
Ta-
from
Taylor
Ghostbusters
says
1, I'd
save
be
a
happy.
ha-
I could probably do it for you.
Yeah.
but-
Taylor says save a heavy Mando for McLovin.
Okay.
I love that he's taking his
I
name
love
and
it.
ran
Well,
with
yeah,
it.
it makes me happy.
That's awesome.
He's going to change his license.
That's awesome.
Think he will?
Probably.
John Harris finally checked in. He must have been taking a nap or
That's all
something.
Yeah,
right.
what happened to John?
Oh, Dan Ernst watching.
Dan Ernst?
Yeah, my dad.
Really?
Hello, Dan Ernst. I guess we better watch our
Be,
P's and
be,
Q's.
no, be on
Where's,
your best behavior.
yeah.
Everybody's watching.
Where's your uncle, Tim?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where Tim is. He might be watching. I shared it on Facebook.
Hey, we did it 60 viewers.
Right.
That's
Ghostbusters are bad. Oh,
Yep,
oh,
Ben
oh,
says
oh,
Ghostbusters
oh,
are bad. A. Ah!
Yeah, kid show.
Yeah, kid show.
All right, so
Okay.
yeah, that was our.
That's what's come in the last week. Next week's releases. I was just getting to that. See, I don't need your show notes.
He came to the production meeting for like 38 seconds.
Running
Walked
the
out.
store. I couldn't help it.
Read the card, walked out.
All right, so we were supposed to have by now more Baby Yodas.
Yeah.
The Black Series.
The
We got
D-Dinners,
36
yes.
more coming. And they were supposed to be here yesterday. And then they were supposed to be here today. And then I checked the tracking number, and now it says we have no estimated date for this package. They're somewhere in the ether, lost in the ether of Lenexa, Kansas.
Yes.
So if you work for FedEx, find our package.
Yeah, it's round Lenexa, which is a
Somewhere.
big metro area.
Yeah. So
Needle in a haystack.
somewhere. Other than that, coming in next week.
How close are we on Back to the Future?
Oh, we have Back to the Future Playmobil coming.
Yes.
Back to the Future, the DeLoreans. So if you haven't got those already,
Sold out everywhere. Come get them from us.
if you haven't got those already,
Yeah, I know somebody that got them already.
they
Yes,
work
I do
perfect.
too.
They work perfect. You can do a little bit of a modification, and they're perfect for the reaction figures.
Sure.
A little modification, and
That's
they'll get
true.
in there. So perfect size and everything.
Cut the feet off.
Rob Hendrickson said
Located.
looted FedEx truck. That's possible.
Oh yeah.
That's
What if?
possible.
Oh, that could be. Did they
Someone
go mad?
asks you if you are a god, you say yes.
Oh no. Is that from the movie?
I don't know.
Yes.
Oh, from Ghostbusters.
There
Yeah.
we go. All right.
Good. The Ghostbusters fans are pretty
I
passionate.
think that was
So.
Uncle Buck.
Yeah.
And I believe as far as new stuff coming in, there might be a couple other things, but they weren't anything to really write home about. But we'll post them up on the Facebook page if we do get them in.
The new stuff that's been coming in, honestly, recently is vintage stuff, like crazy.
Yes, we got a huge Star Wars collection. If you look across the front of the
And
table,
across here.
this guy.
Karma's been good to the toys from the past.
Yeah.
My wife says it's her juju.
That's
so
what she said. Yeah.
She gave me good juju a couple weeks ago, and it's been a pretty good couple weeks.
I don't know how you get that,
And,
but
you know,
that's
I-
All
very
this
nice.
stuff back here.
Kid show.
Yeah, this is a kid show.
Pretty rare stuff. You got your battle wagon, your Sonic Land Speeder, your A-Wing, your skiff.
Knock that over, you're out of here.
My hands aren't even close to it.
We're getting a new cameraman immediately if that goes on the ground.
Backup camera.
No one's been
Alright.
fired yet today.
Yeah. We got just a big video game collection yesterday.
Oh, from Nintendo to PlayStation
nine
1.
different systems.
Yeah.
All the way from the regular
NES, yep.
the regular NES, the Super NES, the Nintendo 64, Sega Genesis, Sega CD,
Game
Dreamcast, Sega Game Gear, 2 Game Boys that need a little bit of help,
Yes.
and a bunch of games.
PlayStation 1 and
Yep, PlayStation 1 with the original box.
Goldeneye.
We got
We got
GoldenEye
GoldenEye in the box.
with the instructions.
Perfect
Enough
condition.
said.
Perfect condition.
Plus an N64, just brand new, 4 controllers, amazing condition. We played GoldenEye yesterday.
Yep.
And,
Oh.
and what's the price on that? That GoldenEye's gone up in price.
It's over $100 bill.
Yeah,
So if you're really wanting
we're
GoldenEye-
really attached to it, but we would sell it. For
Adam,
that
no,
price.
we're not doing a
Yeah.
live auction. This is just our weekly show where we talk about the toy store and we talk about toys and have fun. Our weekly auctions are on Sundays. So
Do you have a Jaguar? Well, we have no that system. We haven't had a Jaguar in a while.
Get a
You don't
Jaguar.
want to play a Jaguar.
No. All right. Don't want to play it anyway. Get rid of it. Crap.
As far as prices on Star Wars stuff, you can give a call to the shop tomorrow or stop on by.
Hoping for Saturday or Sunday to have a lot of this out and everything done.
We should have it all out by the weekend and priced. So,
Odd Job, Green Pal, Yellow
we're not
Share,
selling
darn
anything
right.
on our show tonight. We're not here to make a buck. We're here to have fun.
Right.
So,
But yeah, if you're GoldenEye fans,
Sorry,
man,
guys.
I was
Back
back
on
yesterday. I was back when that music hit and we were playing over there.
yeah.
My kids had never played it before. They didn't want to walk away.
No.
I told them, don't start
I,
playing that game.
I was playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater. You're trying to, and that was.
Well, they're re-releasing it too. That's
I
what we're
heard,
getting all
yeah,
excited
so
about.
We're
They were
re-releasing
gonna-
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, right?
Yep, Pro Skater 2.
I think that was what you
Frank says
They're
Odd
all
Job,
talking
Green
about
Pal.
GoldenEye. Everybody that played GoldenEye had like a character, a controller they used, the chair they sat in,
Yep.
the drink that they drank, a Mountain Dew for me normally in those days, a million of them, not this one. But yeah, that was video game
I
heaven.
can honestly say it wasn't Mountain Dew for me when we played.
I can
GoldenEye.
imagine what you were drinking.
It was,
Probably Natty Light.
And you know, speak.
Miller Genuine Draft was the choice of Waverly High School.
Oh, at the time.
In the bottle.
Okay.
Long necks in the bottle. So, long
By the
necks.
way, we had DP Does.
DP Doe, yeah, the calzones.
Taylor says, describe what happened with Warner Brothers. Well, Taylor,
Well,
somebody decided to play a song at the beginning of the show.
Yep. You can point it over.
I am
Yep.
pointing it directly.
And,
We're driving the bus
At
over
the,
you.
at
Yep.
the absolute behest of me saying don't play any music because I knew it would happen. So right after the show, we get a message on Facebook saying you can either delete your whole show or we're going to mute the part that you played a song in,
Yeah.
which happens to be one of the most well-known songs because the TV show decided to use it. So everybody knows who the Who is.
Yeah.
And literally, I think it was 5 minutes after the show, we got a slap on the wrist saying, "Take it down.
fine.
Yeah.
We're good." So we're coming up with our own theme song that
So CSI use that,
it's
correct?
gonna
Right?
it's gonna be owned. It's gonna be copyrighted by Brother Brothers Studios, and
Yep.
He's
yep,
already asking for royalties.
Yeah.
So.
Brother Brothers Studios. That's right.
we'll pay him in ice cream.
If you met Frank, he'd probably take it.
All right, hey, that works for me.
Simpsons figures and ice cream.
I hate to
Sold.
say it, but when I bought the big Star Wars collection, what really sold it on the price was the $100 gift card from Scoops that I gave her. So
They were top
you know,
top
she
points
was she was teetering on the edge of the $100 offer that I gave her for everything.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
that ice cream.
I paid more
That ice
than
cream.
$100.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Well,
But
you don't have
I
to show your hand. This
no,
is $300.
Oh yeah, I paid $300.
$300.
But I did make her happy with a gift card to Scoops. So, all right, what's next on the show agenda?
Well, we're about your 10-minute mark. We got 62 viewers. This is the most we've ever had. I'd say you
Okay.
go for it.
Okay,
You know what? I'm gonna.
who here has been a? Okay, we'll let Rex start
Yeah.
there.
We'll do this real quick.
Now,
Well, that's partly an announcement. So
down to
We
56.
do have a couple announcements.
48, 32. Oh my God, Rex! No, just kidding.
All right.
Throwing the anchor out.
Beth, who runs Zach Chick or co-owner Zach Chick Designs, co-owner, right?
Yes,
Co-owner.
co-owner.
Came up with what we now have is our official logo for Back to the Toy Store. And
Rex is a coffee mug.
She was able to make Mike and I a coffee mug because those are the ones she likes better. Is Mike and I.
Right. Or one of us
I'm
likes
watching too.
So yeah. So Beth, this is going to be the official logo for the.
Yeah, Taylor, you're right. We're going to bring out our own guitars.
I think Taylor knows how to play guitar.
He's just going to play one.
Is there anything that guy does not know how to do?
Right.
Love is very
Beth,
talented.
we appreciate it.
Very talented.
So Beth, we appreciate what you've done.
Beth got a sneak peek because of it today, too.
Yeah.
She got to come in and the rare trip to Brother Brothers Studio.
Yeah, she got to see Brother Brothers Studio.
I ran a bunch of people out of here, but that's about it. No one really got to
Okay.
see it. Huge announcement time.
Anybody ever been in Cub Scouts?
Yeah.
All right. So what do they do when there's an announcement?
Everybody be quiet, or
I don't
Are
know.
you gonna do it?
I don't even remember.
Okay, never mind. All right.
were you a den leader?
I was, which was very laughable out
Yeah,
in
I was
Walla
gonna
Walla
say.
when we lived there because
I just
my
remember
wife did all the
whatever they
work
give us
and I
to
was
do,
just
we
on
didn't-
paper
Right.
the den leader.
Right.
Like,
Our
that doesn't
den
mean
leader
nothing.
turns.
Our den leader had us go to bed early at camps, and I realized that when I was older,
Yeah.
why we went to bed so early at camp.
I realized that we're not getting a
Yeah.
cat, so I don't care.
Jason,
All right,
Jason says, "What's in the cup, Rex?" Sounds like you're slurring a little bit. So, Beth, thanks for the mug. We are drinking Pepsi. There's no
drinking
Crown in
Pepsi.
there. Crown and Pepsi was my drink.
That was
of choice.
that's not
So-
an option.
That's when I. Trust me, it is so much better than Coca-Cola.
Is that an
Oh, I
option?
love Crown. Oh, and Pepsi.
And Pepsi, yeah.
All right, I see you go for it.
All right, so
It's not a cat.
Get nervous. No cats.
have a few announcements.
They smell like cats.
Yesterday, I didn't tell any of these guys. I went and I got the key for our new space at 70th and Van Dorn.
Boom.
We are going to have 2 stores, and we are losing a little bit of space down here in Indian Village. We are going to just be in one space down here. The one at 70th and Van Dorn will be our main store, so this will turn into a satellite store.
Correct.
Our main flagship store, we will be based out of 70th and Van Dorn, next to Scoops up there, which also includes new studio space,
New
which
studio
is air conditioned.
Oh, nice.
We will be converting the toy store down here. We will have Scoops number 2 in Indian Village, so it's going to be a toy store / ice cream store. It's a little different, I understand, but
Well, everybody likes both those things.
yeah. So we have big plans for the new store. It's going to be awesome. I think people are going to love it. We do happen to actually have a second warehouse back behind it, so you shouldn't have to worry about boxes laying everywhere. But
And a garage door.
And we have a garage door, correct.
yeah, we have a garage door.
Merklinger was close today. I
Yeah,
just want to know he was close today, but he wasn't all the way there.
yeah. People are trying to. We're trying to guess, and some
Merklinger was close.
some were trying to get it out of me, but.
I was way off.
It is a nice space. It's where Napa used to be. They just moved. Before that, I believe it was a Hallmark
15
store.
years was a Hallmark.
Yeah. One good thing about it, public restrooms.
Yeah, you can pee when you come
So
in.
yeah, public
Yeah.
restrooms. That's another
Pretty
good
important.
thing. You guys are gonna love it because we actually have a break room with a place for a fridge and a microwave and all that kind of
Pinball.
stuff. Pinball won't be in the break room. They'll
We'll have
be out
pinball in
front.
front. We gotta have something to do at work.
Oh yeah, two-lane blacktop.
Yeah.
Two-lane blacktop will be in the.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a huge move for us over the next 2 to 3 months.
Two-lane blacktop, a few others.
Didn't make it.
Our plan is we're going to empty out the very first space that Toys from the Past was in.
Wow.
We are not keeping this space.
Gone.
We are going over to where the pawn shop was, and we are going to clear this side out, and we are going to start having auctions on Thursday nights in this space attached to the toy store. And we're going to empty out our north warehouse,
Mm-hmm.
and we're going to auction the crap out of toys to get rid of them. So anybody that likes to buy stuff and get tables full of deals and stuff, we're actually going to be able to do it in the original toy store spot, which I actually had a couple auctions here 8 years ago before I even opened the toy store. So it does work.
Mike's a pretty good auctioneer, too.
I try.
So, pretty good.
So that's the big news.
Pretty big news.
We're opening a new toy store, opening a new ice cream shop. We're hoping to have everything done in Indian Village, new ice cream shop put in, new toy store configured within about a month and a half. So middle of July-ish,
Right.
if everything goes well.
We are going to call on this pretty quick.
We are.
Yeah,
We
We're
are.
going.
good.
So
Let's
if
do
you
it.
come in and the store's a little messy, we apologize. We're going to be doing a big transition, but I think you guys are going to love what we have planned for the other store. I'm sure a couple of these guys might want to go over there tonight and take a look at it because nobody's even been in it except for me. I was in there last night. So
You got the deal. That's
The
awesome.
deal is
Yeah.
done.
yep, it was a good deal. Worked out perfect for everybody, and
It's going to be the baddest toy store in the Midwest.
I think so.
Yep.
We
Oh,
will,
I know
we
so.
will probably not be the biggest anymore because the amount of space we're losing here, back room and everything, that's how big the actual store is over there.
Rather be the
Better
best.
Stuff, though.
Rather be the
Better
best.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Top of the line stuff.
So, anybody that's interested in scooping ice cream, I am going to have a couple positions available down here.
Dave Merklinger is already applying.
I believe he
Thank
said
you,
he wanted to
David.
scoop ice cream, yeah.
No, he wants to. No, I know what he wants to do. Moving boxes.
I think
He's
I
going
know.
through stuff. He's doing die cast. He's doing Hot Wheels.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I think I know a former employee of Shivers
See,
that wants to come
right
in.
there. I want to work there.
Yeah.
I bet.
Which employee is that?
Bailey?
Oh, yeah, that's possible. We can
Yeah.
always talk. So, that's the news.
That was the big announcement.
I hope everybody's excited as I am about it.
You seemed excited.
Yeah.
That was pretty
It was
good.
really tough to keep it from you guys.
How many times did I ask you about the smile today? Because I couldn't get any face recognition of anything. We just sat there.
I just kept telling them we're getting a
This
cat.
is smiling. No one's getting a cat. Jeez. No cats. You have a cat.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
They swim.
I noticed that from your pool pics. If you don't subscribe to Rex J. Cox on Facebook,
Check out those.
mail calendar pool pics
Yeah.
2 days
Male
ago.
calendar pool pics with cats in the pool.
Cool cats in the pool.
Cool cats in the
There's your
pool.
name, Pool Cats.
Pool cats.
Do we go next? Do we bring him on? I mean, he did it.
Sure.
All right.
I'll even let him use my seat. How's that sound?
This just
Don't
a
drink my pop.
just a lead in here.
Yeah.
This is Lego Max, and this is incredible. One man,
2 days.
2 days,
Yes, this project.
6 hours, and it was over.
Yes, this project was assigned to me on Thursday of last week, and I had it done by Saturday. This is the Ultimate Collector Series Star Destroyer. This was.
Come on, Steve!
It's the guest.
Come on!
Jeez.
Fingers off!
All right, so
Get the hook.
Yeah, this contains 3,104 pieces and is 37 inches long, so that's about 2 feet. If you want to kind of imagine that in your head. This is well, it isn't 100% complete. The radar tower, the radar like dishes almost, and up here, they contain pieces that were not included in the set. So we made
So Max
substitutes.
reproduced them.
They made them.
So he made them.
And they're pretty awesome.
Boom.
Yep, it's good for now. The pieces, we're trying to figure out something of how to get them in, but for now, this is going to be it. Also, this is my first ever NFS product that
It
I've
is
done.
not for sale. It will
Yeah.
be a permanent display
Max-
fixture in the store.
Max got a display.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's the right number comes in.
Well, everything is for sale.
Unless, you know, the right number.
yeah, and this set is cool. I'm gonna start going into the set. It includes many things that are accurate to real Star Destroyers. Over here we have some proton cannons. I'm gonna move this R2D2. Proton cannons. Over here we have some defense turrets, and then we have kind of like the almost radar or like office area. I'm just gonna call it that. I'm
It's
not
the bridge.
the bridge. Yes.
Corporate office.
Command tower. Command center.
Yeah.
Center, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably
I
has a
mean,
technical name, but
Mark?
And there's
do
nothing.
you know? I don't know.
There's nothing that opens on this.
Mark says the bridge as well. He
Yeah.
said the bridge.
So
Yeah.
it doesn't have a computer room. Or
The bridge is up here.
yes.
Okay, yes.
This is the bridge.
Because if you look, I mean, how stupid do you got to be to design something that if they blow up this little tower, an A-wing can come in here and destroy this entire thing?
We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about.
Oh, I know, trust me.
We're gonna
Are
talk
we
about
getting
a lot
into
of this
grind
stuff.
our gears already, or?
No, grind our gears is
I'll
coming
stop.
up.
I'll
Yeah.
stop.
Grind my gears 6.
Yeah, and one of the cool parts about this set is, like Rex was saying, this does not have an interior, so you can't put any minifigs in. On the topic of minifigs, no minifigs were included in this set, but I have priced some minifigs for today, so there we go. But honestly, this has a whole it's almost like it's meant for it to be carried. It has a whole what do you call it, like?
Well, there's a handle built
Yeah,
into
handle.
it.
It's
Yes.
got a frame.
A
Sorry,
handle.
This is just so impressive.
Use
I'm
me
just-
with the big words.
Yeah.
Handle.
yeah,
Write
David
that one
says
down.
everything is for sale. Just come in when he is working.
Yeah.
Especially if it's toys.
Yeah, but anyway, so I'm gonna show off how the handle can be found in this. So I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna take off this area.
Oh boy.
I'm trying to be very careful. Last thing I need to do is break 2 days worth of work. But yep. Next off, it's this area. I'm gonna kind of grab it in this blue area.
Yeah.
There we go.
Jeez.
It just kind of slides right off. I'm gonna try and set that down there.
Right there.
And then I can move this area up, and I can grab this kind of center area where it can be used as a handle. Now I'm not going to pick it up because it's
Insurance
really,
purposes.
yes. But I can show you how the whole wings on the top work, because on the bottom and on the bottom too. So I'm gonna lightly lift this up, and as you can see, magnet pieces are used in this set. Magnet pieces are not used very much in sets. If you want me to, I can open up the other side so you guys can see. But I'm just lightly.
I think the camera would have to go upside down.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
There you go.
Yeah, so as you can see, magnets
Jeez.
are included, and that's how it mainly works. Over in the engine area, it has a very awesome building technique of having the features coming in to make it seem like there's an indent for the engines. And then now to put everything back into its normal area, I'm gonna grab the middle part, and I'm gonna kind of set this where this point is into the center box over here. Now keep in mind, I'm doing this very lightly. There we go. Now finally, I have this final area, the bridge, and I'm just gonna lightly set it on top. Now this is kind of hard because you have to kind of almost bend down in a way to kind of figure out where this goes.
You know, it's not
Gotta
us to
be,
do
gotta
that.
be young to do that.
Good need.
No way I could do that anymore.
Pull it up a little bit.
Okay, so we're going to the roof, right?
All right, there you go. Yep, and that's the set. It does. Now, when it came with the set, it also included a mini Tansen 4 that is accurate scale to the Star Destroyer. Now this isn't a really play feature of the Star Destroyer, but I noticed that you can churn the Tansen 4 top area, and now it's a hammerhead.
Oh.
So from Rogue One, I just noticed that when I was building. Also included in the set. Let's see if I can grab it. Oh, well, it's this area where it kind of gives information where you see. It's
Oh.
He's gonna knock us.
Yeah, man.
I
He built it.
apologize. Yeah, so this would be kind of like a name tag area where it'd give description to how many like people can fit inside this and how big it would be in real. And it is included still in its sticker sheet. That is kind of rare for a big set like this. So that's kind of cool. I did not take it out, and I will not take it out. And that's the set. So overall,
Show your
it's
figs, bud.
Yep, figs. I'm gonna.
Sold one on the walk back with
Yes.
them. Then you make it back to the back room.
Yep. So even some figs in here are kind of we've been sitting on just because we need to complete them. First off, we have an original General Grievous. It includes this piece and this piece. They're kind of like his head and torso, which are not used anymore. Those are discontinued. He's also included with the cape, which is kind of rare for this General Grievous. Next up, we have Phase 2 Commander Gree. This is seen on Kashyyyk in the third movie. And as you can see, he includes this silver helmet, which is only, like, they only did this for this figure, so that makes him kind of cool. Next up, we have this Protocol Droid. This is included in the Death Star set. It's just kind of like a C-3PO, but in a different coloring. And so it makes him pretty interesting. And he only came out in that set, so that makes him pretty special. Next up, we have Commander General Krennic. He only came out in one set, his ship. And he includes a silver blaster. That kind of makes him special. Next up, we have this Kashyyyk Trooper. Now, keep in mind, I noticed that on my last show, I got one of the troopers wrong. I called a ARF Trooper a clone scout, so I apologize for that. I've kind of refreshed all my knowledge, so hopefully I'll remember all that for here.
I hope.
With all the free time he had building that Star Destroyer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope you're studying up.
Yeah, so there's the
None of us
Kashyyyk.
caught it.
Yeah, there's the Kashyyyk Trooper.
No, none of the fans even caught your mistake.
Well,
Max caught it.
I caught something. It's Director Krennic, not Commander Krennic.
Oh,
Alright, I'm gonna have
Down.
quarter in the
Didn't want to say anything, but you guys brought it.
Hey, Wayne.
The Lego Max segment is the best.
Yep, next up, we have
Show's
Wicket.
over.
Yeah. Alright, but we have a Wicket the Ewok. This is kind of rare because the newer Wickets include printing on the face. This doesn't have that much printing. I mean, it has printing for the eyes, nose, and mouth, but other than that, it's kind of a rare Wicket. Next up, we have a Recon clone. This is Phase 2. This is what originally came out in 2005, and that's what kind of makes him special. And he only came out in one set, which was a Clone Walker. Next up, we have Lobot. He came out in the Cloud Car set, which was a part of a whole thing with a Slave One and a Cloud City. Now, the Cloud City set is one of the, like, Force-seeked Lego sets nowadays. And that includes, because it includes very rare minifigures.
And we sold one last year.
Yeah.
Yep.
Still sealed in the box, wasn't it?
Yep, I think.
I think Brandon bought it.
Brandon Straight.
Brandon Straight.
Yep. Next up, we have a Jyn Erso. It came in the Ewing set. Now she only came in that set as far as like her normal outfit. She did come in another set, but she was in a disguise. And this also includes a very special helmet hairpiece, which was only meant for this figure. I'm gonna kind of hurry up here because I'm gonna continue on with the show. So next up, we have Clone Wars Anakin. This is him in his Jedi robes. I'm gonna kind of move that out of the way so you guys can see those robes. As you can see, he only came out in a couple of sets with those robes. Next up, we have Darth Vader. Now, this is a newer Darth Vader. As you can see, I'm lifting off the helmet part, and it has this part, which is kind of like his main breathing area. So, yep. So that's what kind of makes him special. He only came out in a couple of sets, same time he is a newer figure. Next up, two Ewok figures, both different from each other. This one came out in around the 1900s, if not the 2000s.
Well, the 1900s, that was quite a while back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, around 1999. My apologies.
That was, BM time, before Max.
Yeah, before Max. BM.
Yeah. Yeah. Next up, we have a newer Ewok with a bow, and to finish this off, we have an Admiral Akbar, which is kind of special just because this Admiral Akbar is based on the original trilogy. The newer Akbars are based off of the sequel trilogy. And other than that, that's my segment for today. Thank you guys so much.
All right, thanks,
Max.
And let me tell you something about, because Frank commented he likes to watch his 7-year-old daughters watching the Lego Max segment as their favorite.
What's her name? Frank, what's your daughter's name?
When Max got done last week, the next day a little kid came in. He wanted a Lego Max figure. Very next day again, same thing. A little kid comes in a John Cena t-shirt and he wants Lego Max figures, and he was probably 7. And so, just like Frank said, it's a 7. Lego Max, popular guy. His stuff he was down to just a couple of straggling figures by 2 days after the show. So if you want any of his stuff, you got to come down and get it because it'll be
Just
gone.
so you know, he does have a table that probably holds about 1,000 minifigures.
Yeah.
That he's working on, slowly getting them put together and priced. So
1,000.
1,000.
All right. What are we doing?
Awesome. Next segment.
Well, Steve's here.
I didn't see your list. Are we to our guest?
We got Steve, Star Wars Battle and Steve. So Star Wars Battle and Steve, because Steve, he got written it guest. I like that.
There you go.
Pull it on up, bud. Pull it on up. We got. This is just a few questions. First of all, these are pretty simple.
Well, let's give a shout out to Susan. She's watching the show. Lego Max's favorite portion of the show, or her favorite portion, is Lego Max. So, yeah. shout
Susan,
out to
hi.
Susan.
Hey,
Hi,
you
Susan.
better say hi to Max. Let's say
Yeah, hi. This is kind of, it means a lot to me because I don't really do much stuff on television. So thank you guys so much for having me on the show. So this may be my only time ever on television. So thank you guys so much for providing me with the segment, and thank you guys so much for watching my content or my content on the show.
Right, he brings content. That's why
Yeah.
Lego Max comes
Content.
back.
I mean, I actually have a question. How many pieces are actually in this, do you know?
3,104.
Wow.
3,104.
Box is right behind you.
Wow. Didn't you say it was over 200 steps?
Yeah, over 200
200
steps.
200
Wow.
steps in 6 hours.
Wow. Good work. Yeah.
Awesome job.
Well, let's
Awesome job.
introduce our guest, Steve Babe, from
Fremont.
Fremont,
also our
Nebraska.
second Browns fan that's involved in the Toys from the Past family, Troy Reynolds and Steve. We got
Yeah.
two of them.
Yeah.
Man, that's
I-
nothing
I-
wrong with
I-
it.
no,
you got to be a fan.
I am. I actually became a fan for it because of a hatred for John Elway.
Oh my!
And
What a,
then,
what a
they
winner.
let me down. So.
Yeah, they did. That was a great game, though, too.
It
I
was.
a little kid.
It was. It was.
Steve's from Fremont, huge Star Wars guy. We had to bring him back here for the unveiling. He's got the stuff. Oh, geez, just got opened yesterday. So, what's your collection like at home, Steve?
What is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because you've been customizing Legos. Star Wars, Star Trek.
Not just Star Wars. That's why I have interest in the Lego, because I custom built a whole bunch of Star Trek starships, and they actually are to the size, or what do you want to call it, scale to the size of each other. The one, the Enterprise D, is actually pretty huge. Bought a lot of parts from the bin over here. So, I mostly Star Wars collection. I probably have well over 100 carded figures, and I've actually got everything from when I was a kid.
Kept it.
Yeah, and actually oddly remember where a lot of them came from, which is just kind of weird in itself. But I have pretty much one of everything, all the way from the original series, the Star Wars, all the way through the Power of the Force.
We've helped him with that.
We did.
you have.
a little
There's
bit.
been a lot of help there.
You don't get behind this white table not spending a buck.
Yeah, right. There's like a
You don't
plaque
get the
somewhere,
wood
isn't there, or
chairs.
something?
Right, you don't get the wood chairs.
Right.
So I would venture to guess you don't have this guy.
No,
We don't get to sit in the really nice
that was
chairs. It's retro.
1978
probably not.
Takara.
Takara,
I was
Japan.
gonna say, I thought that's what that was.
Takara Super
No.
Control. We don't
No.
have
First
the
one I've ever
disc.
seen in person.
Yeah.
Was in that collection yesterday.
Wow.
We don't.
Wow.
We don't have the shooting disc that
Yeah.
that came.
They
in.
fired her a little too much.
Sonic.
Right?
Takara,
But if you
you
see-
know,
If you see back there, we do
Yeah,
have
it
a
is.
Sonic land speeder.
Yeah, Steve just needs seats for his.
Yes.
Which-
but
which-
We didn't
We
get
didn't get
seats
seats,
yesterday.
but it is the peg. Yeah, I need one for the peg.
Did you
We'll have time to look at it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
have you seen that?
I did see that.
Yeah. And do you own one of these?
I do actually own the loose one.
Is this what you bought from us?
No.
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 what's the pride of your collection?
We've never had one of those since the store.
I was gonna say I didn't think so.
What's the pride of your collection? Because
You know, oddly, the pride of my collection, and is oddly not an actual toy that was sold. One of the funny stories. My dad worked for worked for Valmont for years, and as a kid, I had the Luke Jedi, and I thought I lost the lightsaber. And my dad, working on small parts division, and they had scrap, pulled a rivet from one of the tiny rivets that was actually from from the from his scrap and actually painted it green
Made it for you.
and made it for me and gave it to me, and I still had it. And then about 4 or 5 years ago, I was retrieving some things from my parents' house, and in fact, it was actually in a toy semi-truck trailer. I was just kind of going through some old toys that I brought back from my parents' house that I just had left there and was sorting, and all of a sudden I heard a rattle in the
No.
trailer, and I was like, what the heck? And I was like, what is in here? What's broke? And I dumped it, and it was actually the original lightsaber that I thought I lost years ago. So, that
So you
was
got
pretty
it back
cool.
too. So you have them both.
Yeah, oh yeah, and I do display that. The other one actually worked incredibly well. So I mean, it sounds odd, but that's actually probably my
That's pretty
my
awesome.
favorite thing, just because my dad gave it to me.
So how many sets of loose complete sets do you own?
I only have one true loose complete set from Star Wars all the way through the Power of the Force. I have just a few missing fill-in ones in the Power of the Force to complete a second run that I've just accumulated over the years.
And you missed like the last 17. And
Yeah, that's mostly what it
mostly
is.
what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, that's mostly what
Or
it is.
John Elway hatred piling.
There you go. Yeah, right.
Say one thing.
Yeah, but it's from the only other Browns
fan.
Lincoln,
You guys
so-
is pretty thick.
Yeah.
He's already on talking about it too. Yeah.
And then you just came in last week and bought droids. And
I did,
some
actually, there
Ewok
were some
figures
yep,
that we
and
got
those-
from another collection.
Yes.
So
So that's got me pretty close to an actual complete run, even through the droids. You know, as I have all the droids' vehicles as well.
So the reason that we brought you here is because Mark created a board over here. And this board, we have the 3 trilogies, okay? Each one movie makes it out of each trilogy. And also we have Solo and Rogue One. They'll compete against each other. 4 will come out. We pick a winner out of everything. That one goes automatically to the final movie Punch
right.
Out. So
we figured that you.
we were nice enough to put guest down because Steve could have
wasn't-
went a lot of ways
We
on
didn't know
spelling.
he was
apparently.
coming until
Right,
6
right,
o'clock.
right,
so-
yes,
Well, maybe there's a
There was-
silent E. I don't
Our
know.
guest could have
There
been
was a
Larson. You
potential-
never
Yeah,
know.
Larson almost was the guest.
Although
Don't
she,
you even look over
yeah,
here again.
she may have not ever seen all the Star Wars movies. So.
And she told me not. Oh,
Okay,
already see,
all right,
already
yeah.
done.
I'm
Yep.
going back there.
She's getting red.
She
Just
is.
threw something
Not
at
even
me.
on camera.
Just threw something at
She's
us.
never going to come down here again.
No. I thought she wasn't going to come down anyway.
I know. I talked her into it.
All right, Mark, you want to go? Just get it started?
Sure.
All right.
Do I have to move over there?
Well, it's
I
your
think
board.
you're going to have to. Yeah, it's your board.
We didn't draw that.
Welcome
Spent
to
a lot of time
Fun
on
with
this.
Star
Star
Wars.
Wars.
On the Star Wars.
Welcome
Spent a lot of time on that.
All right, so we already did say the whole thing. We're not doing Clone Wars or the Ewok movie or the Christmas special or anything. So let's start with the worst of the worst, and then we'll just get better.
Well, are we doing them all, or are we just doing each trilogy?
I think we go with trilogies, but we did just have a late arrival out there.
Uh-oh.
McLovin's in the house.
McLovin's
in the house.
Someone get the door?
Taylor in.
Taylor,
So,
put me in, coach.
yeah, put me in, coach. I can make it.
So what we'll do is let's do the first trilogy first. I don't know how I want to do this.
Are we talking episode 1 as in 1999 as the first trilogy first? Or
Let's
how
do
is
the
it?
prequels.
Okay.
Well, yeah, we'll just go
It's
through
up to
one.
you if you
Keep
want.
it dumbed down for me as
You
much
can.
as possible so I don't get it,
And you've seen them all, right? Did you get
Yeah,
a chance to go?
yeah, I got Solo done. Like I told Mike, well, we'll talk about it.
What's up, McLovin?
You're back, buddy?
Come in.
Back.
Yeah, I'm just gonna come hang out.
Perfect.
And
Perfect.
you seem like you're all in one piece. That's good.
All
Got
right.
to your guys twice. It was a lot of fun.
Really?
Yeah. Only twice.
Oh.
Only twice.
Well,
Like,
Mark just explained it. We're doing the movies here.
So let's
oh,
start
you got to see the set.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
This is it. This is it. Star Wars set changed in 1 week.
Perfect. Yeah.
Did you catch the announcement?
No.
Oh, we're opening a new store.
Yep.
Oh,
70th
second
and
store.
Vanguard.
Right on.
So
Okay.
Second
we're
Vanguard.
actually gonna still have a toy store down here and
Okay.
an ice cream shop. We're opening another Scoops.
Wow.
So
Well done. Well
Yeah.
done. Yeah.
so that's the big announcement. We're gonna have a new studio over at the new store. So got a perfect space for it.
All right. Well, we have 52 viewers.
All right, here. All right, Mike, you're first.
Between episode
Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones,
Revenge of the Sith,
Revenge of the Sith. Give me your 1, 2, and 3.
1 being the best.
1 being the
I need
best.
another note card. I threw it at Hayden.
I'm gonna go backwards. 3, 2, 1. So episode 3 best.
Sir.
Episode 2
Jared.
I was gonna go. Well, I'm going 3, but I'm gonna go 3-1-2.
3-1-2.
3-1-2.
So you like Jar Jar better than the love story?
Well, it doesn't necessarily have anything to do with that. In that time period of my life, I was really excited for that movie. I got to stay up. I got the tickets, stayed up really, really late. Blah blah blah. It was a really fun experience, and I have good memories of it.
For anybody that saw the movie at East Park Plaza on the premiere night,
Yeah.
that was us. We hosted that deal.
I did not
Yes.
see that. That was not me there.
I own the
Rex.
NASCAR show there at the time.
I'm going to, and I love Attack. I love Revenge of the Sith, but I'm going 1-3-2.
Eric was on your
So, Phantom Menace #1 for you?
Yeah,
Oh
Wow.
and I'll say why is because that was the beginning of the revamp in Star Wars.
Okay.
At that point, and I thought it was just. I
And
loved
you,
it.
I did hear that you are a big Jar Jar fan.
He is.
I'm not even being
Hey,
sarcastic.
hey, right above him. Right above
Right
him.
behind him.
Right
That's why
behind
we have
him.
Jar Jar
I
here.
have
Right
no
behind.
problem with this.
Got a broken arm. Don't focus.
Frank
on that.
Walbrecht says 000.
He's,
Oh.
he's lucky. That's the only thing.
Can I throw a shout out to Eric Pearson? Eric Pearson got me the tickets for
He,
Phantom Menace.
Also got me in.
So Eric Pearson got me the tickets for Phantom Menace, 1999.
I was the most
Thank you,
popular
Eric.
kid in school for a good
He's
week.
watching,
How
so-
was that? After
He's
that,
watching. That was Mark's older brother. He worked at the movie theater.
1-3-2 for me.
For me, it's the same as Mike. I'm going.
3-2-1.
Snobs.
The Phantom Menace is horrible.
Most people are with us on episode 3.
It's got.
Oh yeah, it's
Which-
great.
which-
Attack
what
of the
did we-
Clones is
what did
probably
we
like
watch in the
number
store
4 or
today?
5. Yeah.
Yeah.
Episode 3.
I put on
Episode
episode
3 is
3.
amazing, but yeah, one.
I will. So for Phantom Menace has probably the best lightsaber duel. Yeah, that's probably about it.
Okay.
And Qui-Gon Jinn.
Jason
Most
Lear
kid appeal.
says Jar Jar was the real Sith Lord, and if you think about it, that dude started
The
He
whole
did.
thing.
the whole
the
thing.
downfall
The whole
for
Started the
everything.
Clone Wars, yeah.
Max.
Mine's the same as Jared's. Honestly, on an honest
Yep.
level,
Those
I
are
actually
kids.
like all of the prequel movies. But it's just that the Revenge of the Sith, it's so like how it was written and how it was like acting and all of that just helped it as a really great movie. The Phantom Menace it's one of my favorites, but I wouldn't put it above the Revenge of the Sith. And same thing goes with.
How old were you? Like age group wise, I think it's gonna be fitting that you like the not to say I hate the prequels, but how old were you when you watched the prequels for the first time?
I was probably really young, but like maybe around 2, 3.
So for you, it's just Star Wars.
Yeah, just Star Wars.
Yeah, makes sense. Hayden.
My wife over there.
Mine? I'm gonna do episode 3 is like the top for those because that's the first one I saw in theaters. I was 4.
Wow.
So I remember that very vaguely. I remember
Some
the
young cats in this group.
yeah,
Yeah, there is.
right. And so
Or just really old
Older guys.
dudes in this. Yeah. Old.
and then I'd say Attack of the Clones because that was always like my sister's favorite. With the whole Geonosian arena scene.
Okay, looks like we're getting
And then
Steve, also known as Guest.
Yeah, also known as Gas.
These guys.
I would probably go Attack of the Clones for the start of that.
Number
Start
one?
of that as the number 1.
Okay.
Just because I'm actually a fan of Count Dooku, and he's one of my favorite. Just Christopher Lee. I really enjoyed him in that. You get to see Yoda battle for the first time.
Dracula with the lightsaber.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then Revenge of the Sith, and then Phantom Menace.
Okay. Well, I mean, some interesting answers, but clearly, Revenge of the Sith is coming out.
Okay.
This trilogy. Rex, you're kind of the outlier on Menace, but that's okay.
Hey, we need the numbers.
I do love.
But Steve was the only one that took Attack of the Clones, so I mean, there's definitely always going to be differences. Of
We did have one other person on here that had episode 1
okay.
as their first. So.
We have Star Wars giveaway later, by the way. Not to.
Oh yeah. Not only are we doing trivia,
We're
we are
giving Star
giving
Wars
away a few
giveaways.
figures,
Got a
yeah.
full plate tonight.
Yeah.
Got a full plate. Thanksgiving.
Let's go a little
Full
easy.
plate.
Let's go Rogue One versus Solo.
Watch
Steve,
this,
we'll start
watch.
with you.
Rogue One. Literally for the last, 30 seconds of the movie.
Oh,
I'll never forget sitting in the theater and seeing Darth Vader show up, and I just love that. I love that just sequence there, and it was like the whole movie was right there. It was like
Probably one
forget
of
the
the
rest.
coolest.
Yeah,
scenes.
yeah, because even though you knew it was,
thing.
even though you knew it was coming.
Yeah.
yeah, just
Yeah.
it's bad.
Yeah.
Hayden.
I'm gonna do Rogue One because the Vader scenes in that are just awesome. But I did like Solo because they have like a little Darth Maul cameo, and that really got me. And I love Darth
Oh yeah,
Maul,
yeah.
so that was
For
sweet.
you, Clone Wars fans, there's
Yeah.
There's
I
two
got
of them
that
here,
a lot.
big time Clone Wars
Yeah.
fans here.
Max.
Mine's gonna be probably the same as everybody's. Rogue One. As much as I really liked it, but as much as I liked Solo, it provided a new theme of Star Wars that I think just really didn't really sell it to me. So, yeah,
I
Rogue
agree
One.
with that assessment. Myself, Rogue One all day. Rogue One's probably my top 5. I love Rogue One. I think it's great. But yes, the Darth Vader scene at the end is just icing on the cake for the whole thing. So
Well, and you get to see his castle too, like there for a second.
The
Krennic
whole-
goes to see him. And
it's kind of a slow burn. It starts off kind of slow, but it just gets better. And you know, what other Star Wars movie do you lose everybody? Everyone that's in that movie kind of left the dust at the end. So
And they had to.
they had to. It's the only way it makes
Because
sense.
none of them existed
Yep.
in episode 4.
But I could watch the last 30 seconds of that movie
Great
Over and over
stretch
again.
Yeah,
out
it's
there.
great. Oh, it's great. Rex.
Definitely Rogue One. You can, and what I actually enjoyed about it as well as the Vader scene is the Peter Cushing and Carrie Fisher
The CGI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see Peter Cushing in a movie from 30 years, and I mean, he looked just like.
Too bad we couldn't get Count Dooku and him in the same scene.
Right,
We have
right.
a little
Right.
And all
for
the
you horror movie fans out there.
Oh yeah, Jason,
all the
Jason
car-
said Dooku was Dracula, Vader was Frankenstein,
Yep.
Sidious was the mummy, Akbar was a fish.
Yeah.
and all the characters in Rogue One were absolutely amazing.
Yep. Loved them. Jared.
It's going to be, even though I watched Solo yesterday, just to make sure I was
He had
fresh
homework.
for it, it's going to be Rogue One still. But like we talked about Solo for a non-Star Wars person is very entertaining.
Just fun.
Yeah, it's just fun. We talked about it. It probably has a lot to do with the directing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ron Howard.
Ron
Right,
Howard.
right.
Ron
And-
Howard. He got a
You had to come
he
save
got a
it.
bum deal on that.
He
Oh,
did.
come save it.
However,
He got a bum deal.
I do believe Disney Plus is picking up the Solo series.
So that's good. There's
Yeah,
there's
it's a
hope for
series.
it then.
They
As a series.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
But it's
And they're
still going to be
use the
Rogue
same-
One. But
they're
I
gonna use the same guy.
really enjoyed
I hope so.
Solo.
Yeah.
As just a movie to watch and enjoy
Yeah.
and learn a little bit more. I mean, I don't know near as much about Star Wars as these guys do. I've just watched the
No, he
movies.
doesn't.
No, I've watched, A
You're
New
getting
Hope.
there.
I know, but I watched A New Hope. I like A New Hope. That's what I always liked, so that's what I always watched. Return of the Jedi, I liked that. But I'm old, and so that I didn't get into the new ones in time. Blah blah blah. Anyway,
Well, I
Rogue
can
One.
I can at least admit I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and I haven't seen any of the new cartoons.
yeah.
I tried to get into Clone Wars 3 times.
Same.
I got through episode 1, 2, and 3 3 times,
I didn't like.
and then I always got busy and I couldn't get back to it.
I need to do it.
And I haven't seen any of them, but
I just watched.
a pandemic would have been a perfect time to binge and catch up.
That's exactly.
I-
Right.
Oh, it's
had no
still
time.
That's what I was
I had
doing.
no time.
The
But I had
pandemic
no
is still
time.
going on, by the way.
It's
So.
just halftime right now.
I couldn't do Clone Wars. I tried a few episodes, but the
Just put me down for Rogue One.
I
I
heard
don't
it's
need to
great.
explain it.
the actual movies to actually.
That's pretty.
watch,
That's a clean
animated.
sweep there.
Clean sweep.
Yep.
Except for we had one that went for Solo.
Did we? No.
Oh, I thought.
No, I said
Clean
Rogue
sweep.
One.
okay.
I said I
Clean
liked
sweep.
Solo for one.
We're
We're gonna save the best for last, so we'll go with the new trilogy, and we'll start from the top. Mike, this is going to be probably
Thanks,
the
Corey. I
most.
agree. Solo, fun movie.
I think this is going to be the most.
Oh, so we're at 7, 8, 9. We're doing 7, 8, 9.
Be all over the map for people here.
It's gonna be.
It's going to be
7.
okay.
And
Force Awakens.
And it's because
Is it the nostalgia?
the nostalgia.
Yeah.
When we did our premiere at the theater,
Okay.
it
The
was
reboot.
awesome. It was we gave everybody lightsabers. That was that one, right? Yeah.
That's pre my days.
Yes.
I think. Yeah, that was before you got there.
Yep,
So yeah, I say 7, 9, 8.
So you came around a little bit.
If you guys know me,
Okay.
I love Star Wars, and I don't like anybody talking bad about Star Wars.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I think it defeats the purpose of the future of Star Wars. Because it's the people that spread the negativity of it is the reason why we may not get more movies, but we know now that Disney owns it, we're going to get plenty of movies. And I'm going to enjoy every single one of them.
Milk that cash cow.
Whose turn?
So what happens if you come in the store and you talk bad about Star Wars?
You don't even.
You leave the store.
You don't even do it. You don't even do it.
This isn't the place
Never
for
do
you.
that.
Everybody is allowed their opinion.
Listen,
Just don't
Right.
voice
Right
it to
inside the
me.
door.
Just I don't want to hear it. So
We have a little sign that says all opinions will be ignored.
There you go.
Just so we're clear.
And you can file with the complaint department.
And you can file with the complaint department. That's exactly
Yeah,
right.
They don't get back to you that quick.
No, we do not get
That's
back
the
to you.
biggest
That's
complaint.
Back door. Right?
right.
That's the biggest complaint of the complaint department.
Who's up? Is it me?
You.
978.
9.
978.
In my reason, kind of the same thing is, man, we missed you, but we sure had a blast. You know, Christmas.
I wasn't here for 9. I
Was
know.
that graduation? Is
That was graduation.
Becca's Air Force
Okay, he had
graduation.
things to
Yeah.
do,
Yeah.
but
We had
that
a
was
blast.
fun night.
That was a
It was
fun
super
night.
fun
So
night.
it's somewhat nostalgic and fun all at the same
I can
time.
say there's
too.
not too many things more important than a Star Wars premiere that I got to pay for that I didn't get to go to.
I saw 2 Star
It
Wars
wasn't a blast
premieres.
because he wasn't here. Right?
9 and
No.
9.
Right, right, okay.
So,
And then the guy gave me 13 free movie passes too. Since Mike wasn't there, I had to take them. Out of respect. It's like, all right, 13
You gotta do
passes.
that.
Who ended up with like my most awesome seats? Who was that?
Beth, did Beth get the awesome seats?
No, it was
Sean.
Who got the best seats in the
I don't know.
house? Because I always have the best seats in the house, but
Oh, your brother probably.
well, I was
Yeah.
sitting next to Dan.
Yeah, it's probably Mark.
Yeah.
It was
it might have been you.
Mark got
Well,
me the
there
good
are
seats.
perks.
Mine
I thought
would
mine
have
was
been
great.
dead center.
No, I was off to the side.
You were off to the
I
side.
was fine.
I was on Dan's.
Except I was in
Did
the
you get them?
Santa
I think
suit.
we got
I
him.
think my kid got them. Oh, it was her dad. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh.
My kid's
Oh.
Yeah.
Who are you pointing to off screen? Is it-
No
my
one.
kid's girlfriend's
Oh,
family.
okay.
There you go.
Rex.
9-7. Oh.
Oh, sorry.
Star Trek Into Darkness and Beyond. No, sorry. I'll do 7. Not. You know, I'm sorry.
Losing viewers.
You're talking into
I'm
your mouth
sorry.
there, Rex.
30, 25,
798.
798.
798.
798.
Yes.
That's what I said, right?
That's mine.
No, that's what Mike said.
Oh,
you
I'm
said,
nine-
you
I
said
was
978.
978.
978.
Sorry, I get confused.
I'm sorry. I can't go along with the last two. Sorry. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, I'll,
Force
I'll,
Awakens,
I'll,
I like
say
it.
it for you. So,
Yeah.
mine is same as Force Awakens, like the reboot, nostalgia factor, and then number 9. And then I'm sorry, just Last Jedi for me is rough. There's a lot of just moments.
You don't.
Princess Leia flying, in
In space, nonetheless.
in space, and you know you don't
We had a-
get
we had a
sucked out of the.
Mine dropped.
You don't get sucked out when they open the airlock, and you know
I'll be back.
it would have been a lot better if they would have killed her off. Like,
Because she
Because-
had,
like her
because
son?
she had died
Yeah.
in real life.
Yeah, they
And
didn't need to
kept
bring her back.
around.
Mhm.
Yes.
a lot of other stuff in that movie. I mean, it's still like Mike said, it's still Star Wars. I'll still watch it. Like as long as it has wizards with laser swords, I'm
go.
happy. And
There
that
you
is,
go.
as long as that bar gets met. But that's what it is for me. But yeah, 7, 9, 8. So Max.
9, 7, 8. You know, I mean, the 9th one in the series was my first time ever going to the Star Wars event with my coworkers. That was honestly, it was a really good time for me.
I'm back.
Yeah, so I really enjoyed it. I thought, like, as far as the movie went, it was really good, and it was just a good caption to this, or like ending to the series. So
Does anyone think they're going to do 10, 11, 12?
No.
No?
I think they will.
You know what direction
Not,
they're going.
no,
I
they're
think-
not.
You don't think so?
No, we're gonna get a new trilogy,
It's going
Knights of
Okay.
the Old Republic.
public, yeah.
Okay, but
Who would not want to see Knights of the Old
Mike's, I was
Republic?
gonna say, Mike's already got this all planned
The
out.
only
30 years
character,
from
the
now.
only character we're gonna see in Knights of the Old Republic, possibly from the original trilogy and stuff, is possibly Yoda, because he's the only one that could have lived in that time frame.
Okay. And they can build on that.
well, they're already
There-
using
there
those,
was- There was no plans at all for 10, 11, 12. Like, this was supposed to
I've
be.
heard
It was always written as a 9-episode
I've
arc.
heard that, but I've
episode
also
arc.
heard because the original was 12 episodes. What was the show that he liked? Buck Rogers, wasn't that the original?
Yeah.
I think that was 12 parts. So
Flash
I've
Gordon
heard
was
everywhere from 6 to 9 to 12. So, but also I think Luke
Mike stock's rising on the
Skywalker
thread.
was our hero and didn't get the hero's journey in 8.
Mhm.
I'll get off the actual 8. So, but
We're grinding.
Are you getting
Right,
ready to grind my
right.
gears yet? Because this is the
Grinding
next
gears,
segment.
Hayden.
978, and yeah, no. I don't really have to explain it much more because it's the same reason.
He
for
pretty
a lot.
much said it.
Yeah.
Flying Princess.
But
Leia.
9 I liked a lot because, you know, like how they brought Palpatine back, and especially after watching the Clone Wars, it makes a lot of sense because he planned everything. Like, it was all this master plan. It kind of makes it out.
Spoilers! No, just kidding.
Final,
Yeah.
final
Sorry.
If I
Rogue One
haven't seen him
8.
by now.
Episode 8 is about running out of gas.
Well,
Yeah, it really
Episode
is.
8 is about running out of
So
gas.
Jason Lear says that Leia in space makes sense now that we have seen episode 9. Shows that she trained.
Well, they
She trained as a Jedi.
could have just flown Princess Leia across the galaxy.
Well,
It was about running out of gas.
Okay.
It also explains the child in Mandalorian.
Yes.
How he
It's got
has
some-
the
they did a good job of
ability.
tying
Healing
up.
powers and stuff.
They
Yeah.
did some
Yeah.
good job of tying them up. This will
Yeah,
be, like I said,
they
this is
did.
the most,
But yeah,
decisive trilogy.
Yep.
Steve knows where I'm coming from.
Oh, yeah.
And on that note, Steve.
Yeah. Steve?
Yeah, I say the Rise of Skywalker is my first one, just because that movie when you saw it, it just literally you hit the ground and it was like boom, run, you know,
Yeah.
and you literally like okay.
Oh, they're
It went
starting
boom, boom, boom,
already.
boom, boom, you know, wait, yeah, right, you know, it was like there was no lull in it. And then the Phantom Menace, or not the Phantom Menace, excuse me, Force Awakens, I misspoke. Force Awakens for the same reasons everybody else said, because it came back, and then the Last Jedi was the middle one for me. Just same reasons. It just kind of was
The casino scene.
Yeah, just
Jeez,
some of
I
it
can
just
go on-
didn't
I can
quite
go on and on.
go together. And the only thing I can think of when you say running out of gas, I'm thinking of like high school.
Yeah. Were you 978 then or 978?
978.
So,
Excellent.
clean sweep on Last Jedi. 3's all the way across. We do have a tie, though.
Okay.
We have a tie. So,
So
need,
we have
who's our
a-
tiebreaker?
Taylor.
Taylor?
Between The Force Awakens and Rise of Skywalker, which one's?
Force Awakens and Rise of Skywalker. Let's see.
I was doing that. Politician.
I thought he was saying Force
All
Awakens.
both very positive, excellent films.
He's
I
been
would
out
say-
and about.
Say Force Awakens because it awakens another generation of Star Wars fans.
Good explanation.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like it. So
All
that's
right.
our. That one's
and you
moving
got
on.
Han Solo is in it,
Yeah.
so that was a good thing. He was still in it.
He's in it for a good chunk.
Yeah, Rise of Skywalker.
The only thing
All
I'm
right.
sad about the last 3 is that we didn't get to see all 3 of them together.
That, yeah.
Luke and
that
Leia
would
and
be really
Han.
nice to see.
It would just one scene together would have been nice.
Well, and the thing that I didn't really care for the last 3 was like Han has this huge arc, you know, and I'll get to that in the episode 4. Luke has this hero's arc, and then they kind of become these sad. Oh, I'm kind of sad, so I'm gonna go to this deserted island by myself.
That's what all Jedis do though when they mess up.
Yeah, but he was our
Can't
hero.
save
He was like the
everything.
hero of the movie, but
Yeah, they wrote Luke as just
But look at Obi-Wan. I mean, he went and hid. Yoda, he went and hid.
yeah.
You know, it was his destiny to go and hide.
But Obi-Wan more or less hid to protect, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Luke more went to be a
Yeah,
baby.
yeah.
That's what I mean. And then he's drinking milk, and you know,
That movie was
My-
great.
episode
Even
8
though it was stupid, it
oh,
was funny.
it was funny. It's gross.
I think
Episode 8.
my gripe with Rise of Skywalker is they killed probably 3 or 4 of the characters and brought them back to life.
Who's that?
Well, 3PO was going to lose his memory. Now he didn't lose his memory.
Well, yeah, but
And
if
then
your computer's
Chewbacca-
dying, you can always bring it.
Chewbacca.
back.
I'm with you on that one. I thought if they, not that I love Chewie, but if they would have killed Chewie off, I thought that would have just taken.
It would have.
I'm also a big Game of Thrones fans, and I'm just used to people dropping left and right. So
Right.
no, it would have been so much more dramatic if she would have accidentally killed him.
But then he never would have got his medal.
That was the whole thing. Right, the medal. So.
And then Ray. Ray.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they killed 3 different characters in that film and brought them all back to.
But I like what they did with Han coming back.
Han
he kind of
coming
had
back,
his
yeah, Han
little
coming back.
moment. Which
Well,
was
then they
good,
actually
so.
did kill like Kylo Ren, and it was like at the end of the movie, and that's when
Yeah.
I finally actually really liked him a lot. And I was like,
Really, by the
You liked
figure.
it?
Yeah.
You know, we were talking about the next
no, I
day. Like,
literally
well, I'm
came
starting to get
in
his
with
figures.
positive reviews because I liked him.
Finally like him.
Didn't they actually film 2 different endings?
I'm sure they
One
did.
was with Kylo dying.
They
Kylo
did.
Ren dying, and the
That'd
other one
be
was with
in it.
Ren dying.
Yeah,
Oh,
great
I think they filmed 2 different ones.
That's why I bring him in.
So are we going to have
All right.
the uncut?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Here, okay, I'm
The
ready.
original trilogy. Mike, you're starting us off here.
Oh,
I think I know what you're going to say, but
original trilogy. we had this discussion the other day.
Yes.
We're getting into show content a little
And,
early.
yeah, and
I think that's what sparked this, though.
Yes,
It
we
is.
only are doing this because we talked about it for 15 minutes after the show.
right.
Right after.
So that's why we have a Star Wars set. We have.
So
Became a
so
thing.
I went back and I thought about it.
Okay.
I had a moment of pause,
Epiphany,
an epiphany,
if you will.
and I'm still gonna say Empire Strikes Back. I love Star Wars because I was 6 years old when Star Wars came out. Our neighbor's dad ran the Stewart Theater, so we got to see it a few
Name
times.
dropping.
Yeah. I don't even remember his name.
He
I
had
really
tickets.
don't. My brothers probably
He
do.
had tickets.
So I would say I got to go 5, 4, 6. But if I could, I would say I love them all three equally. But I know we can't do that, in all fairness.
You're not picking kids right now, so it's okay.
Right. Yeah. That's true. I do have 3 kids, so I love them all equally.
His daughter's his favorite.
Well, she is further away and costs me less.
That's right now. Yeah. Anyone out of
Oh,
the
wait.
pocketbook?
Never
they're the
mind.
fave.
Actually, she probably cost me more.
You did ship her a bowling ball.
We did
Who
ship
shipped
her bowling
someone a
ball.
bowling
Hey,
ball?
she got all food this last shipment.
No,
so-
but can you ship me my bowling ball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a league ball.
That's yes.
It is her league ball, actually.
It's my league ball.
She was
I
in
need
bowling in high school.
It's kind of heavy.
Yeah.
No big deal.
I think she's watching, too.
Ship it out.
Yeah, she's watching. She's on her boyfriend's account.
Oh.
I thought he was on.
Ooh.
Is that wrong with
No, there they are. There they are. There they are. They're on
Watching on
there.
his account. They're probably in the band room hiding.
I know
Is it me?
yours. I know yours.
What am I going?
4, 5, 6.
Oh, okay. It's down there. 4, 5, 6. Mark got it.
Because, and I'll let you explain it. I know why, but explain.
Well, just to explain it, Star Wars: A New Hope was my favorite by far because that was the one I would rewatch, and they could have stopped right there, and I would have been perfectly happy to never see another Star Wars movie in my life. I didn't see him. I didn't see him near as much as everybody else did, and so then when I watched A New Hope. I really liked it. And then I watched it again. I really liked it, and so then when I got to Empire, I was happy with it. I was happy with the way everything went, but to me, I'm a real I don't know, because I was a huge Back to the Future fan. I'm still Back to the Future 1 got me into this thing, and I stayed with it forever. I liked the other 2, but it'd be the same order. Well, we'll talk about that some other time too.
Both movies stand on their own. If
Yeah, they
no
stand on their
other
own. You
movies-
could get rid of everything, and I'd still love A New Hope. So that's why.
Jason Lears says Episode 6 has the best space battle that still has not been beaten to this day.
I would agree with that.
These are all very good. We're talking about like the best of the best.
The
Here,
upper
so.
crust.
So the upper crust. So I'm gonna go 4, 5, and 6.
Okay, Rex.
I would actually say
Yeah, they're all.
It was really hard.
I would say Empire is my favorite, with Star Wars and then Jedi. I saw Jedi 7 times in the theater when I was 8 years old.
That's pretty good.
Jeez, you're young.
It was in the theater for 2 weeks down in Hebron, and I went 7 different times to see it.
What was the theater called in Hebron?
Majestic,
Majestic.
the Majestic Theater,
Terrible movie.
and
the Majestic. Yeah.
the Majestic is a
The
terrible
Majestic, you didn't like it?
That's pretty bad. I don't like the series.
Let's
Jim
not,
Carrey.
let's not get into
movie.
that.
It's Jim Carrey, right?
Yeah.
But Empire, Empire was the film that it had the amazing lightsaber
okay.
battle with Luke, him getting his arm or his hand cut off. It had Boba Fett.
Okay,
That was
not to shorten everybody's argument about each movie up, but it is 10 after 8 already.
Oh.
So we want to wrap up by 8:30.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Well, it's on to me. I'm kind of like everyone else. Empire, Star Wars, Return of the Jedi.
I'm out, dude. I'm out. I'm fresh out of the soda.
Max, you're up.
Mine's probably going to be the most controversial opinion here.
Oh no, he's going
You going
6, 5,
Jedi?
4.
Yes,
You going
Return
Jedi?
Jedi is my favorite. It's
Is it-
just so action packed, and I really liked it. Then I'd go Empire, and then Star Wars. So
Alright.
yeah.
So that's.
Hayden?
All right, I'm going Return of the Jedi,
Yep.
and then Empire, and
You can
then
tell who
A
the
New
youngest
Hope.
are.
Yeah, my
But
kids
here's my
would say
reason
the
for
same
Return
exact
of
What's
thing.
your reason?
So-
It's not even the ending.
30
or anything.
seconds.
It's the beginning with Jabba the Hutt and everything. Like that's my favorite part is like going into like his whole domain and all the crazy aliens in there and the Rancor. Like that's my favorite part of it.
Without
And
the
then
new song.
yeah, I've heard both songs and I like both of them actually. And then yeah, Empire is just awesome, and then A New Hope is last, just because I mean it's just so well known. So yeah.
Steve. Yeah, mine's also Return of the Jedi.
Wow.
All right.
Followed by Empire, then Star Wars. And, Return of the Jedi was actually the only one that I ever saw when it first came out in the theater.
Nice.
Saw it with my mom and my cousin
me
at the old Cinema 3 in Fremont, but that's not why. Space Battle is actually what somebody said online.
No, yeah.
It was actually probably one of
Jason's
my reasons for that.
Pretty
reason.
knowledgeable on the
I
subject
agree.
as well.
Return of the Jedi was one of the last movies that played at the Starview Theater. I remember going with my mom and dad, and it was raining out, but we still stayed to watch it.
Wow.
So 48th and R.
Cool.
48th and R.
Yep.
I was trying to think, like, Starview.
Wow.
Man, this
And
guy's
now there's a bunch of apartments there.
Well, we had the same number of 1 votes for each, but Empire didn't have any 3s.
Okay.
So I kind of think you have to give it to Empire there.
2, 1, 3.
I think it goes.
Sorry, it'd be
Star Wars is
5.
probably in last, but I think we got to give it to Empire because there's
Okay.
no 3 votes on it, and Jedi was either 3s or 1s. So, and you guys all at the end there was. I was kind of surprised. I thought. Not by the newer guys. I was kind of surprised though. You know, like most people are either Empire or Star Wars.
So do we just want to put these 4 movies into the next round? Because we need 16 for our final day.
Does anyone say that number 3 is better than 5? You know, older trilogy. I mean, I think it would be Empire.
The original trilogy is where it's at.
I mean, we could probably do show
I
of
think,
hands.
I think
Empire.
Empire's going to probably take it all.
I think
Right.
Empire.
But we could put the other 3 in there because we need 16 movies.
Yeah, we can do it.
And we got some big dogs coming up next week. Some huge
I know, and it's going to
ones.
be rough to be able to choose between a bunch.
I know. We got some huge ones next week. So there's going to be a few
Are we going to need roads?
roads
Mike
where
Jackson
we're
says
going. We don't need roads.
Mike Jackson says, but which version of the original 3? Obviously the original.
The original.
Oh, yeah, the original.
We're not even.
Don't get started on that.
Grind my gears again. We hear that every day.
Unaltered.
Going to have a little trivia here in a little
Let's
bit
do
about.
it. Are we doing our giveaway
original
first, or are we
trilogy.
doing our trivia? Giveaway or trivia?
It would be trivia. You can do them all together. Trivia, trivia. Do the trivia. Do the
We'll do
trivia.
a trivia.
Trivia giveaway.
Alright.
Yep, we got to round it. We got to what am I trying to say? Round it up? No, wind
Wrap
it
it up.
down. Wrap it up. Wind it down.
Okay. If you live local and you can pick these up, go ahead and do it. If you don't live local, sorry, not going to ship them.
On Fire first, by the way.
First person to mention this guy's name gets it free. So, I mean, that's the easiest way to give it away,
I'm
right?
fired first.
Let's-
Don't tell Disney.
Let's see who's paying
Don't
attention.
tell 'em.
Did you get the name covered?
No, I don't. It's pretty easy.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too.
It's about
this is
the
the thing.
It says Joe. Joe Lears was the first person to say it. Even though he spelled it wrong, I'll still give it to him.
Oh, I don't know.
Just tell me what the fire truck color is.
Is
Just tell me what the red fire truck color is.
so, Bert? You've changed
Alright,
the name
so-
to Bird Ferguson. Yes, Bird Ferguson. That's what I'm gonna go with. It's a good name. It's a good name.
Oh.
All right, so Joe won that one.
Say, oh.
Sorry.
What's going to be the second?
The second question.
I didn't even.
What's the name?
There's a lot of people
What was
watching.
his call sign in the first movie?
What's the last name?
What was Wedge's call sign in the first movie?
Mm-hmm.
All right, whoever has the answer to that gets the second one.
Wedge's call sign in the first.
Troy
movie.
Feddersen said red.
No, they're the red group.
They're the red group.
But what's the he has?
All right, what's his call sign? Red 3?
Nope.
No.
Joe Lears, quit
Joe, you
winning.
can't win again. You can only get one free wedge.
Jeez.
Two ways.
Give you a
Maybe it
wedgie
is
if you
red
come
3.
in.
I thought it was something else.
Is it red 3?
Is it red
It's
3?
red 3. Give it to Timothy James.
Timothy
Timothy
James.
James, big winner.
Does Timothy James live around here?
Timothy James, are you local?
Can we tie in the ice cream shop real quick on one of these?
I'll ship it to you if you pay the shipping. But
No, it is red 2. It is. Max Strauss got it. I told Steve off camera it was red 2.
Is
I
it
thought
red
was
2?
Red 2. It is red 2. I
Oh,
just
sorry,
Googled
Timothy
it.
James. Mark Sprouse wins.
Timothy
Mark
James
Strauss.
lost.
It is red 2.
Sorry, Tim.
Cut the
Mark
chat out, red
Sprouse.
2.
Mark Sprouse.
I got one.
I
Okay,
got to quit.
another
Scoop
wedge.
one, doing it?
If you can't tell, we have a few extra wedges. I ordered a couple cases on accident. Thinking I was ordering 2 figures, I got 2 cases.
Love potato wedges.
So, yeah.
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 All right.
Easy
So,
mistake.
how many characters did Warwick Davis play in the Star Wars saga?
Oh, goodness. How many characters did Warwick Davis play in the Star Wars saga? You can't ask a trivia question if you don't know the answer.
That's
You think you know it?
Jay Cox Productions at its finest, right there.
Well, we think you
don't
might
have the answer.
win.
Yeah, we'll see if
We'll call you. We got a researcher.
Well, Mark's got the
Mark's on it.
research over there to
Yeah,
look
we
it
got-
up. So,
we got the account on it.
I was going to tie in scoops with my question,
okay.
and it's going to be a good one because you know the answer.
Ben Taverdi says he loves I love extra wedges.
I do too.
Frank Walbrecht says 7. Did Frank win last week?
No,
No.
Frank wins every week.
anybody
He's a
that
winner.
watches, they're winning.
Frank, I don't know you, but you're a winner. Ben
He's a
Taverdi
pretty
says
good guy.
3.
He's my golf
Timothy
partner.
James says 4. Vinny says 5. I think they're
Jesus.
just going up.
And this is
What's the number?
Oh, I thought you had the answer.
No, we told you to
No.
research because
No.
I told
No.
Rex not to ask a trivia question
Cox
without knowing the
Productions.
answer.
Are we doing which? How many
I got
movies
my
are we
trivia
doing?
questions
Yeah.
and answers.
All of them, or just the original?
How
or-
many
characters did Warwick Davis play in the saga?
in Saga?
In the entire
'Cause he
11 movies.
Yeah, because he was in
Texas, if you know.
Yeah, he's-
Texas privately, if you know. We'll get Taylor on it.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
No more questions out of Jay Cox.
Well, I've got just about every number, so
We'll get you an answer.
we'll get you an
We'll get you
answer
an
and we'll
answer.
get back to it.
Next question. How many flavors of ice cream does Scoops have for the last one?
How many flavors are available
Yes.
at one time
At
out?
Scoops.
At
Yes.
Scoops.
How many flavors of ice cream are available at Scoops?
Let's see how many people have been to Scoops. My, oh my, we're having some fun now. Who's that?
I don't know. You?
David Letterman.
Oh gosh, I didn't know we were going all the way to Letterman. I watched him every night.
Letterman.
I watched him every night.
Just remember when he did that? He used to.
My
Justice
oh my, are we
Time.
having
My,
some
oh
fun
my.
now?
Rob Hendrickson says 52.
That's pretty good.
Technically, yes.
It's technically, yes, it is.
Yeah.
If you count the vanilla and the
That's-
chocolate that aren't in the
I
dipping
thought it was
cabinet.
going to be like 50, 52.
52 choices.
Jeez.
Hard packed ice cream,
Five.
guys.
You got 5?
5
Rob
movies.
Rob Hendrickson.
What a geek.
52.
Rob's in there counting
Rob-
flavors.
Rob wins the
Rob,
wedge.
Rob.
Rob's got
It's a
himself
wedge
a
for
wedge.
you, bud.
All right.
And what was the answer, Mark?
I think we're going to go with 5. That's the best
5.
answer we can find.
Yeah, go with
And
5.
looking for a winner on that one.
Vinny Calcari.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Is Vinny local?
No,
No?
I don't know. Maybe. Vinny.
Vinny, are you
Taylor's on it.
local?
Taylor's on it. Oh no.
Oh, are we
Jacob.
wrong?
No, not that. Just,
So,
yep. count that
Lisa
one.
says I can tell you how many characters he played in the Harry Potter movies.
Lisa is
she
really.
can.
Your sister is ready for a Harry Potter segment.
Yeah, she is. And I've seen one.
I know we're all going to have to watch all the Harry Potter movies
Oh,
before
my.
we do a Harry Potter week.
The fact that someone came back and rebuffed their wand the other day
I
kind of
know.
made my day.
you could bring Becca back.
A wand.
Alright,
Oh,
here we go.
Rob says we mentioned how many flavors we had last week. So
Dang it.
Troy Federson.
That's
way to
what
pay
it's
attention.
Yeah.
Pays to watch
Troy
the
Federson
show.
with 8, apparently. We're
8?
double checking.
Double checking.
Double
Eight.
checking. I blame
We did
the,
say it last week.
question.
You did say
I know.
52 flavors.
52 flavors. Beats 31, doesn't it?
Yep.
Got to do a Letterman top 10 list.
Okay.
From the home office at Brother Brothers Studio, Indian
Mike
Village, Lincoln,
Jackson with
Nebraska.
9.
Mike Jackson with 9.
Yeah, the only one I wasn't in was
Did
the,
Mike win last week, though?
He might have.
You might just have to throw this one out.
I think it is because I don't think the only two that he wasn't in was Star Wars and Empire
In
Strikes Back.
Empire.
Yeah, he
That's from Steve.
Yeah.
The
9?
guest rules.
Mike
9?
Jackson.
So it's 9. Mike, if you didn't win last week, you won this week. All
All
right.
right, here's trivia. Trivia time.
Mike says he didn't. My daughter says that we can video chat her for a Harry Potter episode.
Okay.
Yeah, she
She would know it
A
all.
lot of interest in the Harry Potter.
Harry
Now
Potter.
Beth says it's 5.
We're getting all sorts
You know
of
what?
You know what?
I'm gonna do some research after the show. I'll let you know.
Or
if you
some
want.
research.
All right. We're gonna give away 1, 2. I got 4 here. I got to figure out which one's the hardest. I'm gonna give away 3 $10 gift cards. It's gonna be your choice of Toys from the Past gift card or a Scoops gift card.
Hey, new offerings.
So If you don't want
pretty
toys from
good.
the past, you can get ice cream, and you know what? It's gonna be like 90s for the next week.
Pretty
So,
good. Yeah, that's a pretty
and
good
we
deal.
have been busy. We have been busy. All right.
I mean, there's people linking us to Warwick Davis's life now.
I know,
Basically,
I know.
His widow just checked in.
Okay, for a $10 gift card. For a $10 gift card.
You're really his cousin? Warwick Davis's cousin said 9.
No, okay. All right.
I'm just saying they're linking us to Wikipedia.
I know, it's crazy.
Just
We don't want to get banned.
We'll get it figured out. We'll get it figured out. All right. For a $10 gift card,
7 degrees of work.
in what movie,
it was.
Star Wars movie, this is all Star Wars trivia because it's Star Wars Day. In what movie does the camera pan up after the opening crawl? Only one movie. It goes up instead of down.
That's a good question. Wow.
In what movie does the camera pan up after the crawl?
Frank, yeah, apparently I am watching. JD's watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just trying to get our numbers up.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah.
Episode 2, Chris Elliott, you are the winner.
Yeah, we're heightening. We're
All
lifting.
right, so that's a $10 gift card
Watch our own
too,
stuff.
and you can choose. You can let us know when you come to pick it up. If you're not local, you can use it as a $10 credit towards one of our live auctions on Sundays. So
I think
All
our
right.
live auction might just be on Toys from the Past page.
I think it's going to be
We're gonna do a Toys from the Past for our local
Yeah.
people.
It was episode 2, Attack of the Clones, everyone. All right,
All
for
right,
another $10 gift card of your choice of business. How many dewbacks are in the original 1977 theatrical cut of Star Wars? And this is a 2-part question. How many were added to the most current edition Blu-ray and originals?
Oh no!
How many were added?
Oh no!
So you have 2 answers.
No.
So how many were in the original? It is not 3. No.
But
Okay,
Mark
it's
will
a
know
two.
how
It's
many
a
were
2-part
added, Mark.
question, guys. The first answer is 2.
Okay, so the first answer is I don't know how many. Were
2 originally,
We have 2 and 4.
and then how many were added? Troy Federson with the win, 2 and 5.
2 and 5.
So 2 originally, and then 5 were added. 4 were added for the special one, and then 1 was added in the Blu-ray.
Well, they change every time.
So a total of 7.
Why don't we
dewbacks.
change every time? Why don't we do that?
Yep. So the answer
Yeah.
was 2 and 5. Troy Federson. Did he win last week?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Our accountant
Mark
should
has
write
the
this
actual
stuff
trilogy
down.
that he lets
Yeah.
me borrow, where it's just the original. Every
All right.
I enjoy that as well.
For another $10 choice of gift cards, what Star Wars creature that was in the original trilogy reproduces by spore?
Like as children,
Reproduces by spore, like a plant.
so breeds. Okay. Like a yeah.
What
Like a
Star
mushroom.
Wars creature in the original trilogy, 4, 5, 6,
Okay. Yeah.
reproduces by spore?
Jeez.
Can you read
No.
my writing?
Not at all.
It was not Han. It was not the Jawa.
Man. I still can't resist. Patrick Swayze?
Pretty close.
Is Troy correct? That was my
Troy
guess.
Federson cannot win again. However, well, Vinny Calicari can't win again.
Those guys already won.
You guys
was
already
my
won
guess.
for the night.
Jason.
Jason Sarlacc. That's right.
He's piggybacking.
Yep. Jason, you
That's
win
all
it.
right.
It is the Sarlacc. It reproduced. You
Yeah, I
can't
know.
read that.
Kind of.
There's an S, an A, an R, an L, A, C. C.
It's barely.
C.
Yeah, are you a pharmacist?
Pretty close. All right. Now, this may be an easy one. I've never
Okay.
heard of it until today.
Is this 10? Still 10?
No, this is going to be the $25 choice.
25.
So you get 25 from the toy store or 25 from Scoops. Your choice.
It's a lot of ice cream.
That is a good amount of ice cream. Unless you go to other retailers locally.
Yeah.
Where that's
All right.
2 cones.
What Star Wars character appeared as a
couple.
corpse in Marvel's Original Sin storyline, revealed to have been murdered by Nick Fury? Crossover.
Revealed as a corpse.
What Star Wars character appeared as a corpse in Marvel's original Sin storyline, revealed to have been murdered by Nick Fury?
I know who I want it to be.
It was not Darth Vader.
Wah, wah.
It was not Han.
That's who I want it to be.
It was not Han. Star Wars. Does anybody here know?
I'm
No.
gonna take a guess, Bosk.
It was not Bosk.
Well, because there's like also
Not Vader. Not Chewie.
Ben's throwing the book at him. Just keep naming names. Ben, you gotta type faster.
You cannot win again. If you have won and you know it, don't answer.
Beth, that was my guess.
Beth, you are incorrect.
That's what I wanted.
No, he's still alive and well, right behind Rex.
Dun,
Beautiful.
Yeah, we still got Jar Jar back there.
He's okay. He's kind of heavy.
That was a tough deal. I got that from Omaha Facebook Marketplace,
Yeah.
and
Pay up
I
for
was
that?
I was the first one to claim it, and he had like 20 other people behind me saying they'd offer twice what I paid and all this kind of
Jeez.
stuff. I paid him what he asked, so.
There was a hint given out.
Jason, did Jason win it? Jason Lears, has he won tonight?
Not tonight.
Jason Lears, you just won. It is the Rancor. In issue 2 and 3, you see him in the background, and then I believe it was issue 5. He's in the foreground. So, and it was confirmed that the Rancor was in the Marvel comic book.
Well, 'cause
Okay.
there's also a comic book out there where it's like Indiana Jones finds the bodies of like Han Solo and Chewbacca.
Yeah,
Yeah, like in a cavern.
Sounds like a downer.
does
Yeah.
kind of sound like a downer.
Well,
Troy
it's like
Fedderson
House
says,
Garrison
"Love
for
Jar Jar on the
Christmas
set.
as
Best
well.
show ever."
That was next week's trivia. Hayden's already throwing it out there
Yeah,
for everybody.
yeah.
And we're not gonna be able to use that.
All right, so that's trivia, but now we need some music playing.
Music playing.
Yeah.
Ooh, doo, doo, doo.
All
Next
right.
week,
Next week,
what's our theme gonna
our
be?
theme?
We're gonna bring back.
We're going
we're gonna
back
to the future.
to the future.
And we're also going to be bringing back old food
Oh, yeah, we
segment that was
didn't-
quite popular.
We didn't get that segment in.
Great
Oh, where'd it go?
No, I took him away because
here we go.
Dan's not letting us
Oh,
open
yeah,
that
yeah,
box. Nope. Look at that,
23-year-old Jurassic Crunch cereal. We're gonna see who's brave enough to eat it next year or next week.
I'm going to finish a full bowl on set. A full bowl.
Let's see. Let's find the date.
Maybe.
There we go.
A little bowl.
It's
Small.
I thought, isn't
Right
it?
there.
Oh,
1997, guys. 23 years old. We're gonna open this up.
Our show helps.
We're gonna open this up. It's sealed.
I'll be all right.
We're gonna see. You guys want milk or you just want to?
I'm going with milk.
You want
I'm
milk?
taking it with
Okay.
milk.
All right.
Back to the
So-
Future segment next week. That'll be the theme. So we're going to have to move all this stuff. So if you're interested in buying any of this stuff, come see us.
I'd say in about 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, we'll be in our new studio again.
I think we're not even, I don't even know if we're going to hint at that. I think we're just going.
We're just gonna say, well, yeah, we're just gonna start. And we're
Someone
gonna
gets
be
your
there.
car towed all the way across town. Make sure you have something more than just light,
Light
beer.
beer.
So
Yep. Back to the Future references will be there next week. So have them ready. Everybody that's on here. A lot of people are Back to the Future
Jason
fans,
says
so-
we need to dress up as characters.
Oh gosh, I want to
Mike
be
Jackson says we need to use 27-year-old milk.
like. Okay. That'd be like really old cottage cheese. Yeah. All right.
just cottage cheese.
I want to be Biff in the Adidas green jumpsuit, the
Well,
Biff
wear it.
detailer. Okay.
Wear it.
All right. I gotta
That's all you
find
gotta do
that.
is wear it.
I'm going to find
I think we
that.
got customers coming.
That's
up
my
to the
dad.
door.
Stan
that's your
Ernst
dad.
right there in the
Oh,
flash.
and we got kids.
Lila May.
right.
Lila May does set production. She took all the tape off the windows.
Dan says he's gonna open the box so we don't wreck it.
Oh, because you can keep the box.
He knows how I open cereal boxes.
Right. With that
I
finger
gotta
right
get
off
to
the
that
top.
prize.
Yep.
Okay, well, we want to thank Steve Bade for coming down from Fremont and
Guest.
being our special guest.
Yes.
Or guest.
Browns fan.
Tina, I think, drove him, but
Tina?
she left already. So
She was like my mom and dad, maybe.
we want to thank Leo the Fourth for filming tonight. Kind of took over for McLovin. Thank McLovin for coming down.
Yep, yep.
Special guest.
Being safe.
Yeah, being safe. Lego Max for his
Lego
segment.
Max's segment killed again.
Yeah, killed again. Hayden for providing
The cool clothes.
the
Bill.
cool
Check out-
clothes.
Hayden takes over starting what day, Mike?
Monday.
Monday, you here Monday?
Hayden
Hayden
becomes
Corner,
our
live.
weekday manager at the store so that I can start playing a big chess game of moving this here and moving that there.
Go swimming once in a while, do some other things. Drive the car around, maybe.
Yeah,
Drive the car.
yeah. Might actually get the car out a little bit.
Yep.
Mark,
Mark the
the
accountant.
accountant, for coming in, keeping track of things. I would thank Larson, but she doesn't want
Larson
anything to
doesn't
do with
wanna
it. So I want to thank Jared for helping getting the set ready today.
Mark too. Mark did a lot of the set.
Mark did a lot of the set.
Tony the Packer.
Tony, he's hiding in the background
Tony
somewhere.
helped
Yeah,
with the
want to
set.
thank Tony. Just thanks, guys,
Everybody.
for watching. Yeah, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. We had, I think, 68,
69.
69. We got up to 69 viewers.
We had
today.
1,000 last week. Show got 1,000. So
Our video got watched 1,000 times since last Wednesday.
that's pretty good.
So, you know, for a small toy store in the middle of Nebraska or in Lincoln, Nebraska, I think we have a good time.
Yeah.
We went a little long today, hour and a half.
Mm.
It happens. Hopefully you DVR the next show, you know.
800 Lego Max fans, 200 Toys from the Past fans.
Yeah.
Those are 1,000
We
views.
we all know it's Lego Max.
Where's the Max shirts? We don't have any of those.
Yeah.
I don't want that crappy Toys from the Past shirt. Give me the Lego Max shirt.
Yeah. If you're interested in anything that we showed on the show tonight,
Let us know.
I'm here at 11 o'clock tomorrow. And appreciate you watching, and thanks for being great customers and viewers.
Yep.
Have a good one.